Trust me, so just look in this mirror. Just say to yourself, I am a trip. Amen. You know when you got that stinking attitude. You know when you tired and you won't be bothered. Leave me alone. I'm one of them people that look at night, done. I'm done. Amen. Leave me alone. I might get snappy. Amen. I might get an attitude. Amen. Let me be by myself. Just, you know that's how I am. Just leave me alone. Amen. Amen. That's something small, but there are some things that we just have to confront. Amen. We just have to look in the mirror. Amen. And just if you're not reflecting who you want to be, then you got to look within.
Amen. That's good.
Master your issues, or your issues will master you.
That's right.
We have to learn to master our issues, or they will master us. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. If there's some things that you just have to carry with you, you got to take control over that.
Yes.
You have to have control over that. How we act, react, and behave is in our possession. Amen. It's in we have that. We have to master that. We have to take control over that. What you fail to deal with will come back and deal with you. Amen. We have to deal with those things that we know that we're a trip about, that we know that are issues, and we know that there are cycles, and even you are aware of even things that happen in your family that are generational curses.
Amen.
You have to be the one, you know what, it stops with me.
Amen. Amen.
I know it happened to me,
Amen.
but it's going to stop with me. Amen.
Amen.
It didn't begin with me, but I'm not going to let this infiltrate future generations. Amen.
Right.
Amen. We're going to go from the beast within to the best within. That's it. I may be a trip, amen, but I'm going to tame this beast. Amen. I'm going to tame these emotions. I'm going to tame this attitude, amen. I'm going to tame these generational curses. I'm going to master it. After all, the enemy is under my feet. I have the authority. Amen. I have the authority. It took Jacob to wrestle with a heavenly being before the change came. Now we can't keep coming to church and having spiritual encounters and not have lasting effects.
Amen. That's right.
Amen. So we can have spiritual encounters, but something about you has to change. It said that the angel touched the hollow of Jacob's hip. Amen. There has to be something lasting that comes out of your spiritual encounter every Sunday, every Tuesday. For Jacob, it was his hip. Amen. But the bottom line is there has to be change. You can't come into the presence of God and not be changed or transformed.
That's right. Amen.
It's just impossible.
That's right.
Because if you don't come out changed, then you're really not having a God encounter.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
There has to be a God impression. There was actually for Jacob a physical impression.
Amen.
Amen. But a lot of times we may not have a physical impression that is visible. But there has to be something about our lives that change.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
I should not be the same as I was a year ago. It may not be visible to you, but I know that I'm a better person.
Right.
Amen. Amen. I'm not still the beast. I'm not still dealing with the beast within. Amen. Amen. But now what's coming forth is the best of God in me. Amen. Amen. And I know that nothing good lives in me. That is in my sinful nature. I want to do what is right, but I can't. I want to do what is good, but I don't. I don't want to do what is wrong, but I do it anyway. But if I do what I don't want to do, I am not really the one doing wrong. It is sin living in me that does it. I have discovered this principle of life, that when I want to do what is right, I inevitably do what is wrong. Amen. Amen. We all know that there's another nature living within us. Amen. Amen. We live in a natural world, but there's a parallel universe next to us, and that's that spiritual realm. Amen. But we have to deal with the natural man that's within us, and that's the man that we're always battling with. You have it in your mind to do right, but your flesh does something else. I'm determined that even though we deal with death, the mind has a mind of its own, but your flesh has a mind of its own. Amen. Amen. We develop appetites about things and for things that we never even imagined if we just allow the enemy to just do what he desires to do. Amen? Amen. But we have to keep those things under subjection. Amen. In another translation, but there is another power within me that is at war with my mind. This power makes me a slave to sin that is still within me. Oh, what a miserable person I am. Who will free me from this life that is dominated by sin and death? Thank God the answer is, and this is the answer is Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen.
Our Lord.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
So if you want to know how to control the beast within, amen, if you want to know how to really face the stuff that you constantly are dealing with, the things that come in cycles and circles, you can be doing good for a year. The next thing you know, something pops right back up. Amen. Really get Jesus on the inside.